What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, LESKUZZY, and this is your co-host, Nick215. How you doing, my brother?
I'm chilling. How you?
We're good, man. Everybody, y'all ready? Man, because we've been telling y'all Better Rap died, but it looks like April is look like we got some action, man. April is coming out fire. URL is coming out. The riot, bullpen. Uh,
Everybody
the
and their mama got a card now.
RBE just did their card. So yeah, but all right, man. So you want to start off? This episode, I want to let people know it's gonna be mostly better rap because we have a lot of better rap news to cover. So we're gonna start off, man. So I think was it last week or sometime last week? Uh, Champion announced Woman of the Year. I didn't watch the live stream. I saw it on Instagram. It was who? Let's talk better rap. I followed them on Instagram. They announced it. Well, who's champion of the year? And Miss Hassel won woman of the year. Miss Hassel won woman of the year, and but there was
Wait,
a
she won over Jazz?
that's the controversy because Jazz is not number two. They put Coffee
Jazz
number
not
two.
even number two?
Yes. And that's what the argument was on Twitter saying, how come Jazz and Miss Haas were up there on Women of the on Champion of the Year, but the Woman of the Year is not between Jazz and Miss Hassel. And some guy said it's because there's a different panel and they're voting difference. Bro, if we're gonna go but what y'all posted, right? This panel is stupid as hell because I'm be honest, so whoever was on this panel, I think we need to bring back the men. The guys who did champion of the year, I think they should start doing women of the year too. I understand you wanted to empower females and female, it's women of the year. We want to have females be the panel, right? But some of these females don't know shit because I'm
They
gonna
don't
give.
like watch Battlerap? I thought last year when they did it, y'all was saying that they did pretty good. Y'all didn't like
Oh,
who they picked though, because they picked Coffee, right?
no,
Y'all was upset about that.
last year we picked Jazz. Jazz is the defending woman of the year.
Yeah.
So, but now I want to let y'all know how this panel is stupid as hell because I don't get it. So their woman there is Miss Hassel, right? But now let's go through every you know body of the year. They gave it to KCJ, right? KCJ won body of the year, right? Top two, the woman of the year right now. Body of the year, so I guess it was between Casey. Top three happening. Okay, they are doing top three right now. Then battle of the year is Jazz. Jazz won battle of the year between Jazz and Ramniti, right? Battle of the year for the women is Jazz. Round of the year is Jazz. Performance of the year. I want y'all to guess who is performance of the year. Let's guess. Jazz.
It
So
gotta be rigged, bro. I don't know what's going on. It gotta be rigged.
what the hell is this? Like I understand J Black, I need you to listen to me. All right. I understand. At the first time you did the all women, I think the first time you did women of the year, it was like male, or I think it was male and mostly females. And then it ended up being all females panel and not the guys there. I think it's time for you to bring the guys into this because I'm not saying there's more guys in. Okay, there is more better rap fans more than females, and 90% of the time people who go to these events are more guys than females. So I want to let you know, none of us. I don't agree with Miss Hassel winning champion woman of the year. I understand she had a great year herself. I understand being top two, so I'm not mad at that. But Jazz not being top two and giving it Coffee. Coffee got killed the first time she came on that stage by twerk. The first time she was on that stage same time as Jazz, and Jazz put in work against Charlie Clips. Then proceed to put in work against Loso. Then proceed to put in work against Ram Nitty. Did she better award? I think she also better award this. If I'm not, I don't think so. But she better somebody else. Then she better the person who won champion of the year, BK. Technically speaking, it's supposed to be BK and Jazz champion of the year and woman of the year. If you want to be blunt with it,
It's clear. It's really clear. Like this year, they had the easiest year ever. Like it wasn't even like a
because we
debate.
gotta we gonna be honest. Miss Hassel really didn't have a great year than Jazz. Jazz better Charlie Clips, Rum Nitty, BK, Loso. I understand y'all want to say Miss House was outside more, but she didn't have more impact. She didn't have more
I don't
impact.
even. The funny thing is, I don't even think they actually been outside more.
Yeah, I don't even think Miss House was being outside more.
I
Coffee
don't
came
think
out.
they've been.
Kofi came out, got killed. I think she had a debatable the next battle. She really didn't have much impact than Jazz because Jazz went out there, better Charlie Clips and Legend, went and better at the time the reigning champion of the year. Then she stepped in because Miss Hassel didn't want to better Loso on the one rounder where she actually put in work in like a week notice. And even though Loso kind of took that because we Loso used he when Earth started talking about hair going over the time limit and had like hair hanging off of the balcony and also having a word jump in saying that that's not Christian like. Then she ended up bettering the guy who was running for champion of the year and arguably won that battle. What are we talking about? Like, I understand we want to say, yes, we are being equal, but sometimes we gotta push it back in order. 2023 Woman of the Year was clear. It was clear. There was no if, s, about. No, it was clear.
Champion of the year had more of a debate than woman of the year. I
Yeah.
don't even think like. It,
All right. So, did I? Who was? I think Jazz was ranked higher too on the champion of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Jazz was ranked higher than Miss Hassel. If I'm not mistaken,
no,
I'm not sure.
She actually might not have been. Well, no, neither of them cracked the top 10. So I think it was Jazz at 11.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
So hold on. Let me. You know what? This is why I like. I like this. I like having. We like to have. We are good at having shit in
I
order.
learned. I basically just learned two things. The award shows are always going to be trash, and they always going to pick the non-obvious person. I don't know what it is, but it just be with the answer be right there, and they'll just pick somebody completely different, and it don't even be favoritism. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why did they pick Killer Mike? I don't know. I mean, I love that hip hop. A real hip hop person won. They didn't give it to Tyler, who did a singing album. They didn't give it to somebody that did not even a rap album. But come on, like you give it to Killer Mike over Travis Scott. Like the answer be right there. You gave it to Cardi B, but not Travis Scott. Astro World. Like what do we? This is the second time y'all did this, and now we get up here. Woman of the year, and you thinking that nobody's going to get played. There's no white people involved. There's no money involved. It's no big Grammy stage involved, and
All right.
still
So this.
somebody.
Yeah. So
I don't
I
get it.
want y'all, ladies. I don't need. Come here. Let's be honest. So this is the top 20, right? So I understand if y'all say arguing, y'all arguing between Miss Sasso and Jazz because they were back to back. Miss Sasso was 12, Jazz was 11. But Coffee is all the way to 16. The fuck is she doing in top two? She's supposed to be three. Yes, she cracked the top 20 of champion of the year, but she's all the way to 16. This debate. She's not supposed to be even in the debate of champ woman of the year.
No, but you know what their debate for that is going to be? That the metrics for champion of the year and the metrics for woman of the year is completely different. They're
That
going to
is
say everything.
goddamn same thing. What's the difference? The
I'll
just
tell
the
you
name
what's
is
different.
different. What
That's what
is
they're going to say.
the your character strength of schedule? Your characters, uh, their performance.
They didn't have
That
to say
that's
that
a
because
they gotta have three battles. I don't know if women of the year is supposed to be three battles, but you gotta have three rounders in your resume, or you gotta have some right material. What performance? What the heck? You see, I understand y'all didn't want to give it to Jazz because y'all think Jazz, if y'all gave it to Jazz, it was same because Jazz has not been outside so far this year. No, give it that shit back to Jazz. I understand Miss Hassel did her thing, but she didn't have a better year than Jazz. We gotta be ifs ands about this. We are not we J Black, J Black 2024. I'm telling you now. I'm sorry. When you do this next year, I don't want to see those females again. I'm sorry. We don't want to see the film all female panel. They're trash. Jazz won Better of the Year, Round of the Year, Performance of the Year, and she didn't win Woman of the Year. What the? If you hear me say that, what do you think? Jazz should have won Woman of the Year, right? If to the casual fan, if I say this person won Better of the Year, Round of the Year, Performance of the Year, the only other big award that they didn't win was Body of the Year, but they won three of the four major awards. What do you think? Who's supposed to be winning the Woman of the Year? You're gonna say that person won Woman of the Year because they won the other great character, other great awards that's supposed to be given. But somehow, when last year, not last year in 2023, Ron Needy won. I think Ron Needy won the Battle of the Year and Performance of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, one of the two. What happened when it came to Champion of the Year? He won two of the four, and he won Champion of the Year. Somehow, we changed that whole characteristic when it comes to Jazz. That's why I say Jazz. I'm Jazz from now on. Don't campaign for Women of the Year. Go for Champion of the Year because these women are stupid as hell. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I
stupid.
mean, honestly, if there was any way somebody could win both awards, this year was probably the closest she could ever get to it, and somehow she lost both. I don't even understand. Like, and that was my fight when we was talking about champion of the year. I don't know what they're going on no more. I don't know what they're going on.
Who? Yo, J
I don't
Black,
even know. I
Black.
can't.
I think from now on,
What
J
are we
Black,
doing?
from J Black. If you leave, I don't know if you watch the podcast. I think you gotta let us come in and be the panel because y'all niggas don't know shit at this point.
Let you. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm still team battle rap is dead. But you,
I go lie. I go lie. I'm still on that, but I'm still even though I'm telling y'all gotta let us come in here and we gotta put order in this bullshit that I just witnessed.
I'm a vote right though. I ain't about to do no bullshit with my vote. I don't know how the fuck Miss Hustle. Like what?
Bro, what the
What?
hell? Why are we doing here?
She
Man,
did have a
man,
style of
this is the biggest rubber since you know white pelly hair became president.
oh yeah, my man, the little toupee man.
Yeah,
Toupee
that's
man.
the
Little
this is
arms,
worse
man.
than that.
Little hands. Yeah. No, that shit is crazy.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm confused as hell. And maybe that's why I stopped watching Champion of the Year, Champion, and because the forward that people are doing nowadays, like what? Like come on now, let's be real. I didn't what I won't lie to y'all. I understand when y'all say BK because BK had big names and he had great performances. I argue. I was like, yeah, I understand why he won, but I don't get it. Y'all gotta explain to me how Jazz won, how Miss House won this, because I don't get it. Y'all gotta come to me and tell me exactly how Jazz won, because I want to know. Y'all gotta explain to us what the fuck did y'all come to that, how Jazz didn't win this, because Jazz better Charlie Clips. When after Charlie Clips had a great showing, then battled Rum Nitty. When Rum Nitty is a reigning champion of the year, then battled BK when the whole promotion of the battle y'all was saying potential champion of the year and women of the year, or one of the top two candidates for champion and women of the year. What the hell are what the hell? The, okay, you know what? All right, but that's the funeral that we got in this battle rap culture nowadays. I'm sorry, Jay Black, you gotta figure it out. I know you
J
was
Black gotta figure it
figure
out.
this shit out. I know the panel gotta change. I'm sorry, all the females who were involved. We appreciate you. I did a great. No, y'all did a terrible job. I was gonna say I did a great job. No, thank you for yourself, but y'all did a terrible job. Terrible. Yeah, yeah, that was stupid as hell. And I didn't even watch the live stream. I didn't even hear what you were saying. But seeing the results that y'all gave out, that shit was terrible. All right, now let's get into some more exciting news,
Weird,
man.
bro. Try to tell you.
So we got everybody. Y'all ready? So we got, man, we got some battles this weekend, man. URL is presenting Civil War 5. Civil War
Okay.
5 is in Orlando. If you're a URL subscriber, you can attend the event, but you gotta contact URL at us RSVP at URLTV.tv if you wish to attend. If you're in Orlando area, and there are limited spots, so first first come first serve. Oh, come first, yeah. So we here are the battles. You want to start from the bottom to come back up. We got the return of franchise on Euro versus Hassel, Jackboy Main versus Clouch, uh Danny Myers versus Authentic, Souffle Soul versus Kisley, and the headline Arsenal versus Coffee Brown. So that's how we starting. April is look like we got some. This is like same type of thing that RBE. The big leagues are doing like little battles, and the little leagues are doing the big battles. Somehow that's how we doing this year. Like the big leagues are not doing like those mega battles that the crazy the ones that gonna make you like, ooh, this kind of looks. They're giving you like, okay, I see what they're doing. Yeah, promoting the young people, promoting the up and comers. Really, that's what they're doing. But the other leagues like the Riot and John, they're doing the, oh shit. We got that. We got somehow we in the matrix. So how the leagues are doing, the little leagues are doing the small, the bigger, the eye popping battles, and the big leagues are doing the, okay. We just, this is like another event, like
Mhm.
RBE just did their event, and to be honest, I didn't even know that it was happening until I saw the battle on the shit, uh, the shit that he on their website, and RIP said he's retiring from battle rap. Well, technically speaking, he's technically not retiring. He's going to do another business or other battle type of thing, where he's going to be working with up and comers, and and not doing RBE. I don't, he how he explained it was so weird, but he said he's something 50 something whatever his other business is, that he's about to do, where if he thinks those people are actually good, then you can kind of see them come on the channel, on one of the two, one of the, I guess, one card on RBE. But it looks like RBE is now, IRP looks like he's retiring from battle rap. So yeah. uh it was good where he lost it. He gave us some good battles, the Cassidy and him, man. He gave us some good, some good memory battles. Battles I remember from RBE is Oops versus Daylight, Oops versus Red. That's how Oops made his name for himself, and he started this whole third round thing. Other battles, Daylight versus Ill Will, probably one of my favorite battles from Daylight. 99 overall, he the hootie mellow. Then then they did the Ski Max battle with both of them wore Ski Max. It was one of the that was one of the entertaining battles on RBE. Other battle that I think ah RBE really doesn't have uh uh King Lost versus Head Ice. King Lost's first official battle in battle rap. Uh,
I think he got all his battles right
who?
over there on RBE.
King Lost he has two, and then he has one on URL.
Oh,
No, he has three on RBE, one on URL.
yeah, got the majority of his battles over there.
Yeah, I think the bigger the more battles that he got on RBE was he was supposed to battle Daylight. It ended up being Head Ice. Then he battled Daylight. Then he battled Ill Will. Then went to Yara and battled DNA. I think that was it. Oh, he battled Daylight. Then went to battle DNA. Then went to battle Ill Will back at RBE. Uh, what else? The pandemic battles. That was something I used to like to watch. Like how he just did random matches, like Street Hymn versus Metamook. It was kind of funny. Then Street Hymns versus it was Street Hymns versus Metamook. Then Street Hymns versus Sharon. It was like some strange type of matchups that he did. Then he had the other battle that I go back to watch, probably my first Bill Collector performance, and him and his Bill Collector versus him and Holla. He put out some good names, some good battles over there. I'm gonna lie. Ill Will versus A Ward, A Ward versus Danny Myers.
The
Like
Clips and DNA versus
yeah, clips
Young
clips and
DNA.
DNA versus Young Cannon and Big Cannon.
Yeah,
Uh, clips. Who else? There was another battle that I liked over there. I'm now thinking like I'm going off the top of my head, like some of the battles that I kind of watched when I'll be when it was popping, and it was when until they started doing this whole beefing thing, it just became kind of weird. But when it was like just doing like big events and not doing that blue small room, whatever they called the blue room, when they went back to the blue, when they went do when they started doing like exclusively in Atlanta, that's when I say fuck this shit. But to be honest, when they were doing like in New York and they were doing some great events in New York, that was actually good. Uh, there are like some great battles that you can watch. You know, like how I even got introduced to Oops was I think it was Oops uh versus Red third round when he the whole lights went off. He kind of his performance was kind of bringing light to what's happening in St. Louis, like how Oops now does when he starts talking to niggas and like talking real stuff in his third round. He started with him versus Red and say, "Shook, you can ask me how my life like nigga. You can't even getting at the soundbite, nigga. Like you can't feel my like the way he started. Then him versus Daylight. Daylight also talked about how he even got in a gang, how why he has a tattoo on his face. They kind of went into like that battle. If y'all want to see people like real talk, like have like a real talk about real life shit, that battle y'all can go watch it. They both rapped. Like that was probably one of my And no, that was probably one of my actually. I was like, oh, Daylight is not like a gimmick type of thing. He doesn't do bushes sometimes. We all know Daylight sometimes bushes, sometimes doesn't. But when I heard him, like when he rapped and said, "Me, Malcolm, what did he say? Martin Luther was a sucker." He's like, Martin Luther King was a sucker, and the whole crowd was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Let me finish." He was like, "We shall overcome. We shall overcome one. We should be in the street, choppers on our back like the Michael X way." He's like, he's like, It's like when you kill your brother, when the cops kill your brother, we in the streets riding. But when you kill your brother, you back in the street, stop the violence, bro. The way he was saying it, bro. Then he even talked about how he got shot. He's like, blocker, blocker, one in my hand, blocker, blocker, two in my across my knee, blocker, blocker, two across my stomach. I was like, damn, the shots are running. No, son. I'm like, damn. I'm like, and God said, no, son. Like the way he was saying his run, that was crazy. Then Oops came out talk about how his daughter took the from a perspective of his daughter watching his battle against Ore, saying that I like the new route you take. You talking to niggas. Aaron's like, you remember when you told Ore, shit, you can. He's like, fuck. He's like, you can't even. He's like, you can't. Shoot can't ask me how my life like, nigga. Fuck walking my shoes. You can't even handle somebody, nigga. He's like, Daddy, when that almost broke the stage. But you know what that did to me? It gave me emotional rage. Like he was talking from a perspective from his kids about how what he's saying in his battles, how it affects them, and it was so real. Like even Daylight started crying because he even talked about how he had a cancer, how his fiance passed away when they were arguing on the phone and she got in an accident. And like he talked about how his brother got brutally killed. That's how I knew about his brother. Then on Daylight and Ill Will, another classic. That was another classic. That's when the more the beef kind of got reignited between Yorubel and RBE, because you know ARP are now introduced Ill Will, said that he was on that Johnny Egg trap trash trap. That shit was trash. Like he kind of, and we know where the Ill Will's first battle was on URL. So it was PG on URL. So it was kind of like throwing shots at URL. And since then, she did we went left. Uh, but yeah. But all right now, let's talk about another battle rap, man. John, come here, man. John, John the Don. You know what? I don't know what else you want to call it. You call John the Don, John, whatever. Man, come here, man. You said you announced this a few weeks ago. And you said politics. You announced the event called Politics as Usual. I didn't know that you meant you were not you. There was no politicking in here because this card is not on. I thought you doing politics. Like politics are usually in better rap. Like we know politics in better rap. It means some battles can't go down outside if they're not on the main league URL. You know, but hold on, John. You gotta stop this. People, I don't know if y'all don't have your pay-per-views. Y'all need to cop these pay-per-view. This is the one pay-per-view I'm telling y'all need to cop because the battles on this card, they're actually good. I'm looking forward to like 3 or 4 battles. Like we gonna be honest. So many we I don't know how to you wait do I step. You know what, we're gonna start from the bottom again coming up. We got Greedy versus Super Black. I'll go lie. I like Greedy, Super Black, cool battle, good starting battle, it's a good opener. They're really and crazy. Then we're gonna go to New Jersey 12 versus Clone. In any other card, this is a core main event type of battle. In any other card, this is a main event type of battle. This is like this is known for John because any other event, this is a main event. Any other RB, any other Booping League event, this is a main event. Any other booping event, this is a main event. We got New Jersey Twerk versus Clone. We got T Top versus Chef Trust. We got Loso versus Tay Rock. Hold on, wait a minute, Loso. Wait a minute, even to you, Tay Rock. Don't y'all have a battle in 2 days later? Y'all niggas, y'all doing side missions? Both of you have battles 2 days later, and y'all both of y'all are the co-main events for the next battle, the next event in 2 days prior after. What is this? Y'all doing side missions? Wait a minute. Hopefully this is 3 rounds. If it's not, I'll be highly upset. I'll be highly upset. We got Arsenal versus Bad News. Wait a minute. Disrespect and somebody who kind of sometimes when you get disrespect, he also can test you disrespectful. Hold on. Then we got the biggest, I guess this is another grudge man for John John because they've been wanting better for each other for years now, for like 3 years. John John versus Calico. Wait a minute, John John. You say this was politics as usual. Come on now, John John. You up here putting cards better than URL. I think you need to start doing URL cards because you're pulling cards like better than them. You need to start doing booking them niggas because how you booking better than URL and URL supposed to be the big league.
Yeah, URL. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the cards. I don't know what like.
Bro, this is you call this. Don't even get it started. Guess who's hosting? Him and Hala is hosting their battles. Man, nigga, what the hell? Him and Hala even became. Him and Hala was the Beasley of the trailer. But how do you afford him and Hala to do a trailer introduction and he's not even battling? He
That's the
became
homie.
Beasley. He became Beasley. Like what?
No,
He was busy on the trailer talking like, y'all know in battle rap, we know is politics, but today is politics as usual. Like I expected like politic in battles, like small people. Bro, you got wait a minute. You got John versus Calico, Ben News versus Arsenal, Tay Rock versus Low. So they are doing side missions. I don't know which one is the main mission, which is the side, because they got a battle 2 weeks later. No, even not 2 days, 2 weeks later. No, listen, they are not betting 2 weeks later. They're betting 2 days later. They are main eventing 2 days later. They have another, we got Tita versus Chef Tress, New Jersey Twerk versus Clone. Then we got Greedy versus Superbet. If anybody don't, I think all the fans who watch Went Over Your Head podcast, I think y'all need to cop this pay per view. This is one pay per view. I don't think none except for Twerk. Twerk might let us down, but Twerk, don't let us down. Twerk, don't choke. We need you to perform great because I know most of these people, none of them do choke. None of them have ever choked. Probably Arsenal, but most of these people in this car never choked. So this battle, if y'all want to know how good battle rap is, I think this is the event y'all need to cop. I don't think I ever told y'all to cop any URL event except for like one event that I thought it was gonna be good and it was actually okay. But this one, I know this one is gonna be good because
yeah,
this is
that sounds like a solid card, yo.
yeah. I think y'all need to cop this, and it's on April 26th. Wait a minute, hold on, we are not done. Then we go 2 days later, April 28th. We got Monopoly 2. So we're gonna, we got Monopoly 2. We got also the same day, we got the Riot and MCS3 releasing Monopoly 2. Now we're gonna go through all, wait a minute. Well, hold on. I just saw some wait a minute. Chef Tres. Chef Tres. You are also doing side missions? Wait a minute. Chef tells you doing side missions too? Because you're belling 2 days later. So 3 people on this Monopoly 2 card are belling 2 days later. So we gotta start from the bottom. We got Ellie, the major, I think Li, the major versus Di, the handyman. Okay, we got Chef Trezville, Billy Domblocks, Boondocks, uh, Boondocks. I think they are friends. Then we had Noodles versus Franchise. We got Ev. I thought Ev retired, but Ev versus Don Marino. We got Riggs versus Snake Eyes. That's gonna be a nice good. We got Shotgun Shug versus Capo Bravando. Ooh, we got Capo coming outside. We got Geechee. Geechee Gotti is not even the main event on his own league. That's how I tell you what the big. We got Geechee Gotti versus Loso. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Loso, you betting Trey Rock 2 days before, then you're gonna go better. Loso, you like that? Loso, you are like that.
And I
Then we
guarantee you, he gonna have a great battle both times too. He and aren't those both 3 rounders?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Loso's tripping.
oh
He's
no,
tripping.
hold on. That's not only him. Tay Rock versus A Ward. Hold on a minute. Tay Rock, what we doing this? We going all through the Christians on the same weekend. We calling it Holy Weekend. How you gonna go with the how you betting the number two Christian rapper? Then the 2 days later you top going to the top gun. What are we doing, Tay Rock? Both of you and Loso are tripping. It's not that you're not battling, you're betting each other. Then you're gonna battle at the big names. The 2 days later.
They could. Hey, I don't know what it is. I think with URL not putting out cars for real, people ain't really getting paid like that. So a lot of people battling back to back. Twerk had didn't he have somebody right before T Top
Probably
or
did.
right after?
I think right after. No, Chess is somebody right. He had Bill Collector and Big. They said Bill Collector cooked him. They said
Damn,
Bill.
Chess got
They,
cooked twice. Yeah, I think it's time to say over for Chess, but you know,
they
and I'm
said
a Chess
Chess.
fan.
They say he got cooked bad. They say it was to a point the crowd was saying to Bill, you gotta stop. They said after the second round, the crowd was like, Bill, you don't have to do that to that kid. I didn't watch the battle, but that's what I heard. Amen. This event is gonna be in Orlando, Florida. So if you're in Orlando, Florida, uh I think this is also the same time that doing, the MC there three basketball tournament. I think MCS 3-point tournament. I think they're gonna do the same weekend. So yeah,
Mm.
man, we got some battles, man. Battle rap is jumping in April.
Them flights too, man. Y'all, them flights is something else.
I think they might drive down to Orlando. They might drive
Don't they gotta go from what Atlanta to
Atlanta
Orlando?
to man. How long is the drive from
That
Atlanta
might
to
not.
Orlando?
That might not be that far. That might not be that far.
ATL.
That's still a day of driving though.
Hey, they might need that.
Like that whole one day that they got in between might be a whole day of driving. So I don't know if you want to take that. Plus, that means you gotta drive down to Atlanta. So I don't think they are.
Oh, it's a 6 hour drive, bro.
That's still a lot, bro.
I'll be
That's
honest
that's
with
going that's basically all day. I've done it before. I've done an 8 hour drive. That shit is all day.
bro. Bro. They're just driving. This is like okay. I'll be honest with you. This is like what a 6 hour drive. I'll say yeah. 6 hour drive, man. It's like wait, hold on a minute. I want to see this. It's like what extra 2 hours, bro? Because we left. We were in, bro. Traveling within Georgia itself is a whole mission, bro. We were in Atlanta. Guess how long it took to get to Savannah, Georgia? We didn't even leave the state. We went to Savannah, Georgia. Guess how long?
It
It was a
take.
that was a 4 hour drive. So man, 6 hour drive, man, they got it. They might do it.
Oh no,
I'd
I'm
let
not saying they're not gonna do it. I'm just saying that's a whole day of driving for real.
yeah. Yeah,
6 hours
it
becomes all day. Like shit, I did the Canada trip there and
is.
back. 8 hours is all that shit takes all day. You'll
Yeah,
be down there and it'll be a whole. It'll look dark outside because you left
I
when it was bright out.
he said left it was bright.
And
Mm.
then wake up the next day and it's battle time. Like what? Yeah, I don't know, but hey,
Uh,
it is what it is.
honestly, it was oh yeah. So we were that's why we were near the So we were hey, it's like going. It's like kind of. It's like they're going to Savannah, but Savannah is like is Savannah is near Jacksonville. So if I go to Savannah and go to Jacksonville, it's like what a 5 hour drive to Jacksonville. That's crazy. So that's why that was a 4 hour drive. We were like going to Florida. It's like we were like kind of going to Florida. So going to Orlando like that. That okay? Now that's a 6 hour drive. All right, I get it. Like going for the 6 hour drive. All right, hey man. But yeah, man. Battle rap has been popping.
It
What
only
else?
took 3 months, but we getting stuff. We getting stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully people show up.
Yeah. Shout out. What else I was about to talk about? Oh man. So I hit. Did y'all see? What? Wait a minute. I'm on Twitter, right? I want to know. I don't know what's going on Twitter, but I'm seeing. I'm seeing some crazy things. Wait, is Bronny transferring? Uh,
Yes, yes.
huh?
Bronny is transferring.
Wait, he's transferring for real?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. When did
he's
they
in the
announce?
transfer portal.
Oh no.
I kind of seen it coming though. Uh, maybe it's the coach. Maybe it's him. Maybe he just want to be out of because isn't USC still in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he want to be out of LA. Away from family and all that stuff, so he can. Maybe he feels like that could make him focus. But yeah, no, no. I seen that coming though. Cause what he averaged like 5 points, a couple of assists, like stuff like that. He ain't had no breakout game. He didn't really do what he had to do. So
Oh,
yeah, no.
oh, oh, okay. So they fired their coach.
Oh, they fired their coach too.
Yeah, they fired
But I
USC.
think they would. I think they would. He would stay. It would make sense to stay if
No. Like,
maybe not.
because all right, because I watch UNC and I think people all right. Now I kind of because that's the only college basketball team I actually watch because I wanted to see how Browning played. Since Browning came back, right, from his heart condition injury. I don't know what we call it, but his scary injury that kind of almost kind of took during the summer workouts. You could see that the team number one they relied on Browning to guard the other team's best player, not best player but best guard. So if the other team at the top guard, like near the end of the game, if they're in close enough to they can need to win the game, they'll put Browning on the guard. And I'll be honest, Bronny is a better defender. He's the out of when you watch UNC, UNC didn't have good offense like perimeter defenders than Bronny. Bronny was the only defender on the perimeter. Like literally, Bronny played defense. He was. I think that's what people don't get. Bronny was. I think from that team's role, he was more the defensive present. He was like the Patrick Beverly of UNC. He really didn't. They didn't ask him to, score, but when he was open, you kind of made it. You scored a little bit, but they were like, "Yo, we need you to play defense." Uh, so
And also, what's her name is over there, and he got a battle. You know, the whole media thing. It's like it's probably, yeah, all that should probably get annoying, though.
yeah,
Y'all in my face, y'all in Juju face. Like, I don't
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like all that.
Plus, y'all already saying me and Juju are like dating for some reason because she signed to Clutch and she signed to LeBron James and they did like both of them are kind of was signed at the same time. They were both signed to Clutch at the same day. They both signed to LeBron, kind of LeBron James NIL deals. They signed to Gatorade NIL deals at the same day. They did almost the whole, and they did commercials together. Like literally, they did the whole commercials together. So it's kind of, it gets annoying. So he is transferring. Where do you think he's going? I think he's
Um,
going to Ohio State. I think that's where he's gonna end up going.
mm, why do you think that?
Because that's the only other school
That he actually seen?
that he actually seen, except for he. That's the only other school he went to a visit and actually seen.
They might do visits this
Yeah,
summer.
he might do visits as a transfer, but the other thing for Bronny is people really don't. I think the other thing was for Bronny was his first choice. I think his first choice was Duke. If Coach K was still coaching at Duke, he would have went to Duke. That's one thing I
You
know
think
for.
so?
Hmm?
You think so?
Yes,
Hmm.
I think
Is it because
LeBron.
he's a fan, or because like LeBron sees him as like a a good coach to get him ready?
LeBron sees him as a good coach, and LeBron kind of has said it before. Is that if Coach K is that if Coach K was still at Duke, that's one place that I would advise them to go. Is that because him LeBron work because don't forget LeBron played under Coach K for Team USA when they won back to back Olympic gold medals, and they used to work out. Team USA used to do workouts every year before their first gold medal. After they win bronze for like 2 years or didn't make the list. I know they didn't win bronze. Then they win bronze in Athens. Then they got Coach K, and Coach K said we're gonna do shit like high school or like college, where every year after your seasons, y'all gotta report to camp. Like they did like whole camp. Like if you, I think they did the documentary on Netflix, like the Redeem team when they were talking about how the team came about,
Hmm.
and LeBron talked up because it was LeBron, D Wade. I think Chris Bosh was part of the team that won bronze, and they came back the next. They got Coach K as the coach, and Coach K literally said, "We doing this shit military way. Yeah, report to camp, and we doing tryouts." So they did a whole tryouts, and he made you see some. I think that's what Gilbert Arena say. Yo, he'll say I should have made the team, but when I did tryouts, I realized I was not gonna make the team because they needed specific people. It was not like the best player. It was more who's gonna fit the system. So they got like the team together, and the team. Kobe was not initially part of the team. Kobe didn't try out for Team USA, didn't do nothing for Team USA. Then I think that year Kobe went through, I think something, people calling Kobe selfish, or he went through the media calling him selfish after he lost some games. His character was getting diminished through the media. Coach K reached out to Kobe. Kobe said he's coming, and it became like they kind of did the whole thing, the alpha thing. Who's the alpha of the team? Because LeBron was put up there by coach. LeBron was alpha, and Kobe was already an alpha too. So they kind of did the whole thing. They're like, it's like the team was kind of saying who's gonna be the alpha. It's like the funny part, they didn't look at each other that way. It's like Kobe led by example, and LeBron kind of was the alpha. It's like when it came to speaking to the team, LeBron was the alpha because he would tell you what you will see. You're like, okay, we this how we doing this shit. Then Kobe would just do it. It's like the one time Kobe is like, but Coach K kind of knew used mind games. It's like Coach K kind of used mind games when they were playing. I watched the whole documentary. He's like he kind of used mind games. So against Argentina, that's when Manu was part of Argentina. So they were, I guess, there was stories saying, "Oh, Manu is the best shooting guard. Manu is the second best shooting guard in the NBA." You know, kind of putting that. So he took every article that was reading, but he specifically put it on different people's locker. For Kobe, they put the articles that Manu is the best shooting guard. On D Wade was that Manu is the best two-way shooting guard. Oh no, he's the second best shooting guard. So they kind of pushed D after D won the championship too. Don't forget D had just, I think, 2 years just won the championship with the Heat, right?
Hmm.
So Coach K kind of did those mind games where he did that, and D Wade was like, "I can give you Kobe, but I can't give you money. Can't be top two. 'Cause I can give you Kobe, but you can't put money on top two." So then it's like Kobe was like, "I got money." He's like, yo, Kobe literally said, I got money. Like literally the way he said it, right? He's like, when we were working out and we getting our assignments, and Kobe was like, literally Kobe told he's like, nah, I got him. And you kind of saw like how Kobe kind of did that even when they play Spain, and Kobe told the whole team, he's like, first play, I guess he knew what Spain, watching film, he knew Spain runs the same play, same play, first play, like they do a screen with Pau Gasol as the screener, right? To screen, and for the main, Kobe was guarding. Kobe was gonna run to the screen to pick Kobe. And Kobe said, first play, I'm running through Manu. I'm running through Pau. He's like, I'm running through him. Like, so the team was like, nah, nigga, you tripping. You're not gonna run through, you're not gonna run through that Paul Gasol because you need him for the season. You're gonna need him for the season. So if he gets injured, you're not having him for the Lakers for the season to win a championship. How you gonna run through? He's like, as the game start, first play, the same. This how Kobe said it. First play, Kobe didn't even stop. He just ran through Paul Gasol and looked over him, and still looked and kept. It didn't even help him up or anything. Paul Gasol is like, that's what I knew. I was like, oh yeah, Kobe came to play. He's like, he was sending a shot to. He's like, he was sending a message to us, Spain, but he was also saying the bigger message was to his team, saying, I know he's like my brother, but he's right now he's the op. I'm running through. He's like, that's when you kind of saw how Team USA was. He's like, and LeBron was like, yeah, people don't know that our Team USA was built different. He's like, we had me, Kobe, Carmelo, Channing, Crowder, or whatever his name, I forgot, the center, and the then the point guard, CP3. He's like, yeah, he's like, imagine that starting five. Oh, and Chris Bosh. So it's, look, starting five was CP3, right? CP3, Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, and Chris Bosh. It's like, imagine that's our starting five. Or I don't know.
Mm.
And he's like, and yeah, how do you feel like? And we got another. another all-star all NBA champion, first time NBA, still coming off the bench. D Wade coming off the bench. He's like, bro. He's like, we were like the the Avengers. He's like, it was crazy. Like he was like, bro, we got D Wade coming off the bench. I think Justin Kidd or Jason Kidd was the starter, or somebody was the starter, but I don't know who. It was not CP3. CP3 was coming off the bench with Jason Kidd, with D Wade. Imagine those coming off the bench, bro. It was crazy. Uh, who else do we got? So yeah, so for long awaited. I mean, so for a long time, for a long while, it was assumed that we'll enter the NBA draft, especially how eager LeBron wants to possible play with the Sun. But draft stock has not been as high as many expected to be. Going undrafted could possibly be in the cards if he decides to declare for the draft. This is what we
Bronny is
began
not going undrafted. That's lies.
spoke
That is
about
lies.
Brown's decision and his thoughts on what his son is having going through while going to address the traffic. I don't know where that came from, but at the end of the day, Brownie is his own man. He has tough decisions to make. When he's ready to make those decisions, he will let us all know. But as his family, we support whatever he does. Well, you should tell Brownie to stop posting all this shit on his on his Twitter. Or I don't know if this is actual Twitter or somebody using his Twitter as
It's his Twitter. It's his.
yeah, it looks like his. But at the same time, there are some posts that I'm thinking that that's not his, because that I would say that's not some Brownie. When Brownie posts is really kind of, he posts, you know, some he will like some of the posts that's on his Twitter. I'm like, yeah, that's not Brownie, because that's not how Brownie kind of speaks. Like the Twitter of showing him wearing a Lakers and Gigi, Kobe's daughter, wearing a Lakers gear. I'm like, that's not how Brownie kind of posts on it, because Brownie's more on Instagram. You kind of see how Brownie, his posts are kind of, he will post something cryptic, but it's also something is very kind of specific, like how he posted his commitment to UNC. It was not really like a specific post. He literally just posted himself while he was at the UNC when they played for, when he was playing for Sierra Canyon, and they used UNC's code, and he just posted him in the locker room and said, "Oh yeah, I'm coming to USC." That's how he posted shit. He never posted a whole graphic of him wearing the jersey. He never posted it.
Right.
He just said "fight on," hashtag committed. That's how he posted this shit. He never posted. You know how other people say, "Oh, I'm committing to US." He never posted that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird. But yeah, maybe that's how uh like, you see, he's posting just pictures at the beach. He'll post random shit like that. But yeah. Oh, shout out to the UFL Brahmas, San Antonio Brahmas destroying. They won their first game. They had a trick play too. That was crazy. And you know,
Yo, UFL got a 3 point like extra play. Like,
okay, all right. So they don't kick. You know how in the NFL after a touchdown they kick the extra point.
right.
In the UFL, they're not. There's no kicking. S- So after you score a touchdown, you can choose to go for 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points, and that's how you get your extra points. They're trying to, and if you're down, you have a if you're down and you score a touchdown, you can choose not to kick the ball back to the opponent and go for a 4th and 21 or 4th and 12 play. I want to say 4th and 21. If you make it, you have a chance to, score another touchdown so that you can get, the ball back. Technically speaking, it's just more of like then they don't do onside kicks. They're trying to
Mm.
discourage people to do onside kicks because
Okay.
even when if you are doing onside kicks, you have to tell the ref has to tell the other team, and and you're only allowed to do that once. So, but but I saw the rules, you know, like the rules that's gonna be in the NFL, the kickoff rules, and I like them. I go lie, I do because
They gave like a demonstration or something.
they're taking the rules from the XFL. So I watched, destroying this game, and I saw what it's gonna look like when it happens. Right?
Mm.
It's giving like it's kind of giving like, oh, they're they're trying to exclude fake. You know how when sometimes when you kick off, people do fake catches and they just catch the ball wherever they catch the ball and they don't return it.
Mm.
In the UFL or XFL, that if the ball lands between the 20, I want to say between the 20 and the end zone, you gotta return it. You are not allowed to fair catch it unless it hits the end zone. The ball hits the end zone first before it hits you. Yeah, you that's a touchback. But you gotta return it, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to remove fair catches. They're trying to make you return the goddamn ball.
They want to see. They want to see returns, basically.
Yes, because they put the stats because the USFL had like up to 90% of every kickoffs were returned 90% of the time. The NFL was 22%. And when I'm like, God, that's a drop. That's a huge drop off from 90% from other leagues to 22%. And when you watch it happen, I'm like, bro, it's so exciting because I'm like, yo, if Devin Hester was playing in this kind of type of where you have to kick the ball there and you have to return. I'm like, Devin Hester would have made my boy Devin Hester would have made, even though he made the Hall of Fame this year, but he would have been even though he's still the greatest kick returner ever, but he would have been more touchdowns as a kick returner because, bro, I thought I saw like almost 3 or 4 times where a returner almost broke free and went to score a touchdown. I'm like, wow, this is exciting. I'm like, okay, I see what the NFL is trying to do. I kind of say, okay, I see it. Now let's talk about the Buffalo Bills, man. Did you see the
Wait a minute. If the returner gets past the defender, he can't. He basically can't tackle him
Oh
unless
no.
he like swanton like jumps on his back or something. Like he really
Oh
can't
yeah.
tackle him.
Oh, you're talking about the new tackling rule?
Yeah, if you put that with the return rule, honestly, it's going to.
Well, technically speaking, the first of all, I think the defense or the kicking team can't uh can't go to the receiver until the receiver catches the ball or touches the ball, or the ball touches the wherever the ball touches, and that's when they're allowed to to go. It's not like when the ball is still in the air and you see the defender already there and they try to hit him right before he even touched the ball. You gotta wait him to get the ball, then you can tackle him. But
Yeah, but he got blockers though, so it's not like.
man, they're trying to get
Uh,
kickoff returns, touchdowns,
yeah,
and I kind of like it. I really do. I want to see some kickoff return touchdowns. But even though I still don't like the tackling rule, I like the kickoff rule, but I don't like the tackling rule. I already said that. Uh, yeah. Now let's talk about the other team that looks like is going back to irrelevant. The Buffalo Bills, man. Did you see the news, man?
no, whatever.
Stephon Diggs has been traded to the Texans.
Why does everybody trade to the Texans or away from the Texans when something's going down?
Man, the Texans look like they have a super team,
That's what that's what I noticed in the playoffs. I was like, wait a minute, this team is a lot better than they should be. Like,
bro. They have, bro. Imagine, like, it's not even saying that they have a super team. They have a good around pieces around each other to where I'm like, bro, the Texans look like now they're looking for like a Super Bowl contender because they
yeah, their
got
quarterback could have won MVP.
their
He was
quarterback almost, bro. He only threw like 2 picks. Uh, they have now a running back that can rely on John Mix. They already had two good receivers, actually four receivers that were good because another receiver that I think hasn't got the chance is the Johnny Mechie because last year he was a rookie. He was supposed to come in last year, but he had leukemia, so he kind of took a year off from football. So he had like coming back to football last year, so he had a limited role. They got Tank Dell, who they drafted because of CJ Stroud. They got Nico Collins, who's a good receiver. They got Noah Brown. They got a good defensive, a good tight end, Dutton Schultz. They have a good defense, bro. They look like a team that might make noise in the AFC. The AFC look like the Wild Wild West out there, man. Joel Embiid is back on the court. Though I still don't like how he cut off his beard, but he looked like a man. He looked like he had struggling with health. He looked like skinny. He looked like he was not healthy. I gonna lie. Without his beard, he looked weird. He looked like
yeah, he looked a little weird. But I mean,
he
I
looked
don't
like
know.
he looked like he hadn't eaten for like 20 months. He looked like he was skinny. He looked like he was starving. Like they were not giving food at home. I don't know. I'm just
Mm,
saying what I saw. Uh,
might have. I don't know. He came back playing good though, and
yeah.
he played a bunch of minutes. But
He played like 30 minutes. I would say 30 minutes. But he's still
yeah,
you
put
you,
up what,
you kind of also
26,
look. Yeah, he looked
8 and
like
7 or something.
he looked like he's getting his conditioning because he looked like tired and exhausted out there when he was taking on free throws. Also shout out to everybody who else. Oh yeah, we about to talk about it. Uh recently I have came up here and talked about WWE because hey man, I oh yeah, wait a minute before we even talk about WWE boxing, man. So I watched boxing this weekend. God damn, boxing looks exciting now. Even though I still even though I still say, man, Jake Paul, you should contact you should ask Mike Tyson to try
Oh,
and refute. try tell Mike Tyson, man, I don't want to fight no more because you started talking about his daughter. Now I think Mike Tyson wants to kill you. You're talking about his dead daughter, his passed away daughter. I think Mike Tyson now wants to kill you for sure. Now he's really wants to kill you. I thought at first I was saying it as a joke, but he really wants to kill you now. You crossed the line that you're not supposed to be crossing.
if Mike loses, either this guy is the next like the greatest boxer ever, and we never knew, or he's like I don't know, or it's rigged. I don't know, because if like it don't make sense that Mike could even come close to losing. But he did beat MMA fighters and other people, even though yeah, they not boxers, but like they still fighters though. So how is he just cooking everybody?
Oh
So and then the
yeah.
person he did lose to, I was kind of surprised, but whatever.
Oh well, but the person he lost to was an actual boxer though, so it kind of
Or
makes
wait,
sense.
no, it was Tommy. It was Tommy Fury. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of.
Oh, shout out! Oh yeah, shout out to my boy Nick Stripper. He's now a sergeant in the army. Wow, good job, my brother.
Shout out
You look
Nick.
shout out. Oh yeah, Bryce Harper had 3 home runs yesterday. Three of his first 3 hits of the season. Well, that was the first hits. that he actually hit the ball this year and made a base hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, WWE is in Philly this weekend, so I'm telling everybody right now, if you are in the any areas or traveling during this weekend, I think you should not want to travel.
Yeah,
And
WrestleMania 40.
yeah, WrestleMania is
WrestleMania 40.
yeah, you don't want to travel, my guy. I think it's time for y'all stay in the house. Because the traffic is gonna be bad from I want to say from Friday to all the way to Monday. Traffic is gonna be bad on the 95. Even though 95 is closed right now, I don't know why, but it's closed down. Most of
It's probably closed in preparation for
no,
that.
it closed down yesterday because they said there was a tractor trailer accident, something like that. But
See,
it's closed.
already starting bad.
So for 95 coming from downtown, not going to downtown, coming from
Well,
downtown. Like how
good
you
thing
coming
I ain't
to
gotta go nowhere near downtown.
no, 95 coming to my house. It's kind of closed down, so it's like a whole mission to
Yeah,
come there.
that northeast and
Yeah.
yeah,
So
downtown.
if your exit is at our mango, you should not even try and come. You know. So yeah. What else? Yeah. So,
What?
hey man, the Rock. I think Hollywood told the Rock they are not hiring him back to make movies, man, because this thing is doing his best acting at WWE. They might
Nah,
have
they
to,
gonna hire him. What you mean?
they might have told the Rock, man, we really don't have anything for you right now.
Yeah, he's acted in everything for the last 5 years. They got nothing for him.
Yeah.
They got nothing
So
for him. They haven't put out an original movie in I don't know how long. They don't got shit for him.
yeah. So that's what he's acting him. Wait a minute, is that the Undertaker at? I was about to say, is the Undertaker at Ohio at thing at Colorado thing? Uh, and
Oh my god, I can't make a jump shot to save my life.
then we got who else do we have? Who else do I want to say?
Wow.
Uh, uh, what else I was about to say? Oh yeah, man, we got LSU lost to Iowa for the women's tournament.
Yo, but
That
I'm gonna just get a
uh,
ball back.
Juju Watkins lost to UConn.
Yo, y'all are so yo, y'all are so disrespectful, yo. I seen that on Club Shay Shay. I don't know why, but why is y'all saying UConn beat Juju Watkins? Like it's only 1v5. Like what?
Because it's kind of like that. It is like that. It's 1v5,
It's not like that, dog.
bro.
It's a whole team over
I'm
there,
gonna,
dog. Like
I'll be honest. I'm sorry, but I'll be honest with y'all, right?
they
When
all
I
made it to the Elite Eight, bro.
no,
Like what's
yeah,
going on?
but then now listen. This is why I say the big Juju Watkins because if you kind of defend Juju Watkins to your best ability, like if you because technically speaking, this is what they did. There are like three people on every time Juju had the ball. There are three people on him. Literally, they just said, Juju, we are not letting you beat us. The other team is they gotta beat us, and that's why they beat Juju because they kind of beat Juju Watkins.
And
They
they only
three,
won by like 6, 7 points.
yeah.
That's the crazy part.
So if Juju Watkins was actually, and she ain't went crazy herself, but her teammates gotta step up sometimes, man. And unfortunately, she doesn't have that much help. It's
No,
like
she
how
got out. They wouldn't have made it to the Elite Eight all fat. Like she's a freshman, so they did what they
yeah,
had to do,
but
man.
every time they play Juju Watkins,
Everybody not ready for prime time.
yeah, Iowa at the other Iowa is the same thing. If LSU had won against Iowa, would have said, man, LSU beat Kellen Clark because literally Iowa is Kellen Clark. Kellen Clark is Iowa. Like everything that Iowa does, Karen Clark is the responsible. She assists the ball, she scores the ball. That's how they won. The other teammates were just there to be just there. They were just there to defend. That's the only thing. They were defending. That's why we kind of included Iowa as a team because they play good defense. But hey, man, it was another, big yeah. So I want, oh yeah, for everybody who wants to know, uh, all my WWE fans, I'm gonna give you all the schedule for WrestleMania because that's how I feel like giving y'all because I really want to. Plus also, God, yeah. So wait, that's not the what we were supposed to be looking at. This for everybody watching WrestleMania Saturday night. It starts at 7 p.m. Well, 7 7 p.m. for Pacific time if you're in
Gosh, I
Pacific.
have been.
So main event, we all know the main event, even though I don't know why is the fucking main event is this one, but I still don't know why. Because it's supposed to be Bailey and Neo as the main event because Bailey won the Royal Rumble for the women, so she gotta has her thing. She's supposed to have the main event for WrestleMania, but I guess Io Sky is not a big draw. I understand that. That's why they kind of kicked it to the curb. So we got Seth Rollins and Cody versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. This bet. So for everybody who don't watch WWE, this match means more to Cody. Does that or than it means more? It's the most important match for him right now. He gotta win this tag team match because if he don't, he the match the following night, him versus the Roman Reigns 1-on-1 is gonna be Bloodline rules. That means everybody in the Bloodline. That means The Rock. Even though we kind of know the storyline, we can you can predict what's gonna happen. The Rock, Jay Uso, is it Jimmy Uso, Solo Sokoa, they can interfere and do whatever they want to Cody. So that yeah. Next match, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I go lie, I really haven't following their storyline that much. I kind of know what's happening, but I really haven't followed their storyline that much. Then Gunther versus Sami Zayn. This is a good storyline, even though it's really kind of random. It really hasn't don't have a build up to this. Then so now, people, I want you to know, let y'all know the tag team match is supposed to be in the main event, but I'm letting y'all know now that's not gonna be the best match for that night. The best match is the one that I'm about to announce now. This is the match this storyline has been brewing. This storyline has been building for like what a whole year. They've been building this whole storyline for a whole year now. We got Jay Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Yeet versus no yeet. Good versus evil. Basically, that's how they're saying it. Because Jay Uso is like the baby face, and Jimmy Uso is supposed to be the bad guy. Even though I don't get it, how recently Jimmy has been calling Jay his little brother, even though they're twins, and he's 1 minute older, and he's acting like he raised Jay when they both raised each other because they're literally twins. But yeah, from what I'm hearing, the rumors is Jay's gonna win because this is where the match is gonna make him, way over to to title ships to winning titles like Jay Hardy and them. Then we have the ladder match, the tag team thing. I want to say this is stupid because they should have just separate the two titles like how they did with the World Championship matches, the world titles, because Roman has had two belts and they created other belts for the tag team. I think that's what they should do with the tag team. Raw has one. They should go back to Raw having one and SmackDown having one because this was stupid as hell. The whole ladder match is stupid as hell. We got we got our truth and Mia's awesome truth. We got the new day, the judgment day, DIY. We got Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and some niggas that I don't know. Then the main event for Sunday, where I think most of the people are gonna be watching, because people are gonna watch the day before, so to see what happens the next day. We got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Universal Championship. We got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship, because this storyline has been going for what, 6 months, because Drew is just, he's losing his mind, because he's saying, man, he's blaming everybody but himself. He's having that delusion. Then we got this was supposed to be the main event the day before, but I guess I don't know why they put it the day after. But we got Io Sky versus Bailey for the world, the women's world championship, and we know why it's happening, because they gotta take Judgment Day.
Yeah, this.
Then we got Logan Paul. I gonna lie, Logan Paul, you are my favorite wrestler right now, because you doing some crazy best stuff and being a little bitchy about it. You hit somebody and you run. That's funny. You stealing cars. You stealing the WWE what the 100 million subscriber, 100 million subscriber plaque. You stealing it. You doing all crazy stuff, and is actually making me like you as a wrestler now, because you are more fun of you doing stupid shit versus the Randy Orton and KO and Kevin Owens. Man, I'm sorry, Logan Paul, but you might lose this match unless the writers help you to win this match somehow, because you just doing stupid shit. Then we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This has been brewing for what? Also, I think also for like 9 months.
Yo,
And there, this actually making me want to watch Sunday. Then we got the Street Profit and Bobby Lashley versus a team called Final Statement or whatever what the fuck their name is. Final something. I don't know. Some of these matches I don't care about. Some of this this is like your record. Some of this is the matches that those are the matches that you go to the bathroom and come back and it's over.
he says like a URL card. Hey yo,
Those are the matches that be like, oh yeah, shit, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I need to buy some food
I
real
don't
quick.
even know. I don't even know.
Yeah, yeah. Some of these matches I really don't care about. Man,
Yeah,
man,
you care
Cody's
about the
not.
main event though.
Yeah, I care about the main event, but yeah, and I'll be like, you know what? I want to be like the Rock real quick. Oh, you Cody crybabies. Cody's not finishing his story. Man, the Rock is funny with that shit. Cody crybabies, calling Cody Rhodes fans crybabies. Your tribal chief is gonna be the next champion for the next year again, because they're trying to. I guess they're trying to make him beat Hulk Hogan's record. Already, he's gonna beat another Hogan record this weekend again. Okay, I don't get it. I'm still confused. Yeah, WWE
Yeah,
sometimes.
the whole Cody Rhodes thing. I don't know. I don't
Cody
get it.
gotta finish his story. Yeah, no, he's not finishing his story. I'm Team Bloodline this weekend. Except when Jay Uso and Jimmy fight. I'm Team Jay Uso. But everything else, I'm Team Bloodline. No, I'm lying. I'm neutral when Cody goes against Roman Reigns, even though Roman Reigns has been my favorite wrestler for years now. I'm just, I'm kind of over Roman Reigns being champion, because it's kind of annoying me now. He's been champion for like 3 years now. It's
All
getting
those
boring.
Line matches don't make sense to me. I'm not even gonna
No,
lie.
I think some of them make sense, some of them don't. But I think the only match, the
Yo,
two
what?
matches, the only two matches that make sense to me, the only three matches that make kind of made sense was the Cody Rhodes when Cody Rhodes came back because Cody Rhodes was doing this whole thing, say he wants to win the belt that his dad didn't ever win at WWE. The first time he battled Roman, then it was the Jey Uso feud when Roman Reigns first became champion. Him and Jey Uso battled for the title like four times, and Roman has never actually beaten Jey Uso clean. He has never actually beaten Jey Uso clean. Then the other one was Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins said that you have changed. Well, Jay was saying Seth Rollins said the same thing, but Seth Rollins said, "This is not my friend that I came with to the WWE with. This is not the friend that I was in the Shield with. This is not the Roman I know. You have changed. You have let this fame get into your head. You have let all the powers be make you think that you're this powerful type of person. You don't respect wrestling as you used to be. So it kind of makes sense." Then Jay Uso was more of like, yo, it's the same thing. He's like, this is not the cousin I know. And they did the whole thing where they wanted Jay Uso to come in the bloodline. Jay Uso was like, no. Then he lost, so Jay Uso had to obey because bloodline. Then the next feud before Jay Uso left the bloodline was for revenge. Jay Uso was revenging for kind of because he was saying Roman Reigns has went way deep into this power. You know how people are like when they say somebody's powerful, they're manipulating.
Yo, what?
He was kind of trying to say he became murderer. He said, "Man, you became the murderer of our family. You just think that because you are this powerful and you're getting manipulated by this somebody who's not in our family, and you just do shit just for yourself, but not for the family." So Jay Uso and Roman fought, but Roman thought it was just gonna be a normal match, and Jey Uso was like, "Nah," because Roman came back. He's like, "Yeah, he has the contract for the match," and Jey Uso ripped the contract. He's like, "Nah, this match is not a normal match, motherfucker." He's like, "This match is in the blood. This is tribal combat now. This is tribal combat," and he's like, and they kind of use their family, their Samoan history, their Samoan heritage of like when it's tribal combat, that means you gotta fight until the winner becomes the head of the family and everything. So that's how they did it, but it made sense. But now, really, kind of makes sense too against with Cody. But now The Rock is involved because it was supposed. I guess this year was supposed to be the last year Roman Reigns is more as like a WWE superstar, and he goes to Hollywood. But unfortunately, The Rock came too late. So now they're
Mm.
gonna do the whole year building up the Rock and Roman Reigns storyline, even though it's already built by already, but it's just gonna make it way more interesting because people are predicting that the Rock is gonna turn on Roman at WrestleMania when they win the tag team match, when it's supposed to be bloodline rules where everything goes, the bloodline can do whatever they want. They want to beat up Kobe, jump Cody. They say the Rock is gonna turn on Roman and make Cody win the championship. Then it's gonna end up being this big match with Roman and the Rock for without the belt, without Roman having the belt, just being themselves. Because technically speaking, they don't need the belt to make the match. The Rock and Roman's match is more about who's the head of who's the head of the family.
Mm.
Because they are both their great grandfathers were the one that started this whole kind of bloodline type of thing. Their whole family tree because they did a play. It's not like they're blood related. They are not blood related. They are more, how can I say? Samoans are more kind of use. You know how oh they like oh yeah we're now blood. They checked on it and made a pact saying that they're now blood. From since then they became this whole thing. So
Hmm.
the rocks great grandfather was and the Roman's great grandfather was the ones that started this whole bloodline thing as family. So they're gonna trying to see who's the actual high chief. I guess that's what they're doing. I don't know, but yeah. But hey, man. So everybody in Philly, be safe this weekend. I'll be watching from my house because I'm not going out there. It's raining as shit this weekend. This week, anyways.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's this weekend is raining, but it's raining as shit this week though.
It's still gonna rain tomorrow. I don't know about the day after, but it's still raining tomorrow.
All right, yeah.
With the
Oh, so they're lucky. It's not raining Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they don't have that worry about any rain. But yeah, man. Without further ado, man, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Uh, download the podcast to everybody who watches the podcast or listen to the podcast on all streaming platforms. 2K sucks. Madden sucks. Oh no, Madden's fun.
it's definitely like
Uh, every other game that involves Madden sucks. Fortnite sucks. I don't know about Call of Duty. Is Call of Duty good this year?
I liked it. I got the Master Prestige and then I stopped playing. Not Master Prestige, but the Mastery camo and I stopped playing.
Oh, all right. Without further ado, man, we out. Peace. And I need a new chair because I broke this chair already.
Sound like it, bro.